どうもお疲れ様です。ひろき先生です。Welcome back to my channel. Today's lesson is Lesson 14, Section 2 of Genki 2, かもしれません. It is a grammatical equivalent of may or might in English, which expresses speculation such as the facts are not known exactly, but this is a possibility. The first textbook is page 33, the second is page 55, and the third is page 51. The JLPD is equivalent to N4 level, so let's get started. First, we go over how to conjugate each verb and adjectives. The verb plus かもしれません, the adjective plus かもしれません, not adjective plus かもしれません, and noun plus かもしれません. So this is how they are conjugated in each of the tenses, along with example sentences. By the way, if you want to say it casually, you can say かもしれない too. So now, let's look at some example sentences. First, let's take a look at some combination of the verbs. 今夜釣りに行くかもしれません。今夜釣りに行くかもしれません。I may go fishing tonight. This is present tense affirmative sentence. There is no difficult conjugation because you just add かもしれない to the dictionary form of the verb 行く. By the way, I went fishing for the first time in my life the other day. 今夜釣りに行かないかもしれません。今夜釣りに行かないかもしれません。I may not go fishing tonight. This is a present tense negative sentence. The verb is made negative with short form, and then かもしれない is added. But basically, all verbs and adjectives should be in short form. 彼は昨夜釣りに行ったかもしれません。彼は昨夜釣りに行ったかもしれません。He may have gone fishing last night. This is an affirmative sentence in the past tense. The verb is 行った, which is the past tense of short form, and then かもしれません is added. 彼は昨夜釣りに行かなかったかもしれません。彼は昨夜釣りに行かなかったかもしれません。He may not have gone fishing last night. This is a negative sentence in the past tense. Make the verb 行かなかった did not go, and then add かもしれません。Then, let's see how it works with E-type adjective. 今日は暑いかもしれない。今日は暑いかもしれない。It may be hot today. This sentence is an affirmative sentence in the present tense. It is a sentence combining the dictionary form of the E-type adjective with かもしれない。今日は暑くないかもしれない。今日は暑くないかもしれない。It may not be hot today. This is a negative sentence in the present tense. To conjugate the E-type adjective, remove the E sound and change it to くない. Then かもしれない is added. 昨日は暑かったかもしれない。昨日は暑かったかもしれない。It might have been hot yesterday. This is an affirmative sentence in the past tense. Remove the E sound and change it to かった and then add かもしれない。昨日は暑くなかったかもしれない。昨日は暑くなかったかもしれない。It may not have been hot yesterday. This is a past tense negative sentence, although it is strange as a sentence, but anyway, remove the E sound and change it to くなかった and then add かもしれない。So what do you think? Are you beginning to understand the rules somewhat? Next, let's check it out the not-type adjectives. 彼女は映画が好きかもしれない。彼女は映画が好きかもしれない。She may like movies. The not-type adjective in this example sentence is 好きな. At first glance, it looks like a verb, but 好きな and 嫌いな are not-type adjectives. Remove な from the dictionary form 好きな and add かもしれない。彼女は映画が好きじゃないかもしれない。彼女は映画が好きじゃないかもしれない。She may not like movies. To conjugate not-type adjective in the negative form, remove the na sound and add じゃない。Then かもしれない is added. 彼女は映画が好きだったかもしれない。彼女は映画が好きだったかもしれない。 She might have liked movies. Remove now sound and add だった followed by かもしれない。彼女は映画が好きじゃなかったかもしれない。彼女は映画が好きじゃなかったかもしれない。She might not have liked movies. This is kind of sad example of the man who thought she liked movies, but he talked too much about it and got put off. To conjugate, remove now sound and add じゃなかった and then かもしれない。Now, finally, let's combine with nouns. The combination of a noun and かもしれない is very simple. Just add かもしれない directly after the noun. 彼はラッパーかもしれない。彼はラッパーかもしれない。He may be a rapper. Rapper is also ラッパー in Japanese. 彼はラッパーじゃないかもしれない。彼はラッパーじゃないかもしれない。He may not be a rapper. The conjugation is the same as not type adjective. 彼はラッパーだったかもしれない。彼はラッパーだったかもしれない。He may have been a rapper. 彼はラッパーじゃなかったかもしれない。彼はラッパーじゃなかったかもしれない。He may not have been a rapper. Now, did you all understand how to use かもしれない? It's not that difficult. If you know how to conjugate verbs and adjectives, all you have to do is add かもしれない and it's not that complicated. Now, finally, I would like to introduce today's paraphrases expressions. Number 1, 今夜、今晩、今日の夜。If 今夜 is tonight, then 今晩 would be this evening. 今日の夜 is a casual way of saying 今夜 and has the same meaning as 今夜, tonight. But it is not often used in a business situation because it is too casual. In terms of personal politeness, it looks like this. 今夜 polite, 今晩 polite plus casual. 今日の夜 casual. Number 2, 昨夜、昨晩、昨日の夜。This is also the same as number 1, 今夜、今晩、今日の夜。But 昨夜 and 昨晩 are almost never said in a daily conversation with family and friends. If you want to say last night casually, it is better to say 昨日の夜。The image is that 昨夜 and 昨晩 are used only in news or business situations or in writing. 昨夜 polite, 昨晩 polite, 昨日の夜 casual. Number 3, 今日 or 本日。本日 is more formal and it's used in the business situation and speeches. In daily conversation, 今日 is used. Number 4, 昨日 and 昨日。The same kanji character is used, but there are two ways to read it. 昨日、昨日。昨日 is a more formal way of saying yesterday, and it's used in the business situation and speeches as well as 本日。In everyday conversation, 昨日 is used. In addition, one of my students once asked me the difference between 暑い、暑い and 暑い。All three are pronounced the same way, 暑い, but the kanji are different. The first 暑い indicates a high temperature as a substance. For example, コーヒーは熱い. Coffee is hot. Is that correct? Wait, to write, but not コーヒーは熱い. The second word 暑い indicates a high temperature such as weather. The sentence 今日は暑いかもしれない, as shown in the previous example, is about weather, so 暑い is used. The third 暑い is thick in English, which is easy to understand because it has a very different meaning from the first two. There are many homonyms like these in Japanese, so you have to be careful when you're writing sentences. If there are any other homonyms that you don't understand, please let me know in the comments section. So, how was today's lesson? I try to make it as simple and easy to understand as possible, but I feel there is still room for improvement. This channel actively adapts your opinions when creating videos. So if you have any suggestions or requests, we will be very happy to hear them in the comment section. Finally, before we end the lesson, it's time for quiz. I told you that today's expression かもしれない is a casual way of saying かもしれません. But there isn't an even more casual way to say it in Japanese. I'll leave the answer in the description below, but please leave your guesses in the comment section and I look forward to your answers. Well, that's it for today's lesson. In the next lesson, we will talk about Lesson 14, Section 3, あげる, くれる, and もらう. It is a difficult expression that uses different words depending on the subject. But as always, I will explain it with easy to understand example sentences. So, don't miss the next lesson too. Okay, so see you in the next video and I hope you have a good rest of your day and see you soon. 動画を見てくれてありがとう。この動画がいいねと思ったら高評価とチャンネル登録よろしくお願いします。あとインスタグラムのフォローもよろしく。それじゃあまた。